WW1 pilot before they started putting guns in planes. An enemy pilot passing by also with none. It's weird that it would take Japan in WW2 to figure out you don't need guns when you have a plane. How it looks, you've been temporarily banned from participating in history memes. This ban will last one day. How it feels, well, luckily it looks like you've only been banished to Alba, so once you get out, you'll be able to take your leadership position once again in France. Pepper spray was invented in 1920. Police in 1919. Damn, I'd just be trying to act up, that way I can get my food to be less bland. The United States when the USSR tried to join NATO in 1954. I can't believe you'd even think that was an option. I think this is a really good lesson for people to learn though. The worst they could say is no, even if that means trying to join a coalition that is formed against you. Who would win, the powerful and professional military of a global empire versus illiterate farmers? But got a sequel now 200 years later. The powerful and professional military of a global empire versus illiterate farmers. Don't forget having to cross an entire massive ocean kind of makes things difficult. That probably played a factor on both of these sides as well. Germany and the Soviet Union. Germany hands the Soviets Polish sovereignty. Yeah, they're both, yeah. They're gonna take that seriously. Good joke. Now, are you trying to split this nation or what, dog? 27 million Soviets get oofed. The Soviet government, in response, now give birth, breed. I mean, technically, didn't the US kind of do the same strategy, except they didn't tell us? Baby boomers have entered the chat. Australia is directly threatened by a Japanese invasion. Please help, mate. No, we need to send more men to Burma and North Africa to defend the empire. America, will you help? Sure thing, Vegemite man. I'll never not hear that song every time I see a Vegemite sandwich. I just need to try this one day, even though I'm a little afraid. What the hell is leftover brewer's yeast extract? It looks like chocolate or jelly, but I'm pretty sure it is not gonna taste like that. The Soviet Union's, after realizing the Afghans are ready to offer more manpower to make up for the technological differences. You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? It's a terrible Snape accent. Yeah, why didn't the Soviet Union just copy strike them? Can't use my own strategies against me. Vikings forcing monks to write about them in the only recorded documents of the time. Eric giving Eric the Fierce, who's also over 6 feet tall and with ripping biceps, a medal. I can't wait till I also force someone to write my biography. Line 1. Contrary to popular belief, Durnil did not have a hormone disorder. Hot air rises, so obtain a box, tie a sack to that box, stand in the box, fill the sack with hot air, and step 5, escape the Prussian siege of Paris. France with the first ever troll of Germany. During the French-Prussian War, this French minister escaped the siege by going into like a hot air balloon. Gotta give him points for just the creativity with that. The USA talking to an imperial Japan. Japan-chan. From now on, we're friends. I'll help you rebuild your country. In exchange, I'll put some military bases on your soil. Can you make anime for me? It's like we defeated our waifu, but then immediately started simping again. Walt Disney looking at 30,000 acres of a Florida swamp in the 50s. I smell profit. I think putting Disney World in a giant Florida swamp was probably a better idea than putting Disneyland in the city of Anaheim. They're always trying to make Disneyland bigger, but there's barely any room left. Americans, surrender or else. Japanese, or else what? Or else I'm gonna make you go kaboom. Are you going to egg me to stop? I'm sorry. Tesla, American inventor, Serbia-like, am I a joke to you? I didn't know we're taking credit for this guy too. And it literally says it right there. Serbian American. But no, he was an American inventor. Let's give Croatia some credit too. He was born there as well. All right, come on now. He didn't come to the US until he was almost 30. When will we stop imperializing inventors? Hilter looking at Poland, but Poland is a part of the Allies. He's dead if he goes for it. It's just so tempting. The problem is, he was gonna get Poland. You weren't gonna get Poland back for a couple years, actually, allies. Being a millionaire, looking all Chad, in 1920s Germany. Everyone else is like, hey, when do I get a ride? When everyone's a millionaire, no one is. Love how we're still learning that lesson to this day. Hand of a dog owner, hand of a cat owner, hand of a construction worker, hand of... Belgian be like, anywho, naming your child after a fictional character. Hey there, Callises. How was school? I hate you with every ounce of my being. Naming your child after Otto von Bismarck. You make me proud, Otto. I love you, father. That's actually not too bad of a name. I'm gonna put that as a strong second, just behind Achilles. People think I'm joking about that, but I've seriously considered naming my kid Achilles. Allies land in southern France expecting German forces to defend. The one French waiter handing out champagne. Bonjour. Very happy that they got the correct language right in this meme. Sucks because for other allies landing in France during that same time, they were met with Guten Tag. Iceland says, you and I had a fight recently. UK, did I win? No. I won. Easily. That doesn't sound right. Well, it's true. There's been a couple times the UK and Iceland fought, but this is specifically talking about the COD Wars. The battle took place in Call of Duty, as you can see. No, but technically it ended in an Icelandic victory. Iceland was able to expand their territorial waters. Naming your child after a fictional character. Hey, Calissys, how was school? Naming your child after your dad. You shall be named, that, after my father. My son shall be named Pericles, after you. Hey, it's a tradition we still keep up to this day, kind of. Hilter asks, Aryans descend from Atlantis? Himmler. Yes. Do you have proof? No. Well, that's all the proof I need. Time to believe this for the rest of my life. The United States, after the Pearl Harbor attack, be like, if you speak Japanese, you will end up in a camp. But yes, the quiet monkey in the trees that develops sweat glands, every other freaking animal on the savannah. And that's how humans were basically for millions of years. You know how terrifying we were? Just like big hairy apes throwing rocks and spears and eating everything. When you give 10,000 Europeans the plague, you unlock the golden skin. Achievement unlocked. Oh, look how adorable it is. No wonder they got the plague. I don't want to pet that thing. Austrian Habsburgs, when they see that their Spanish Habsburg cousins are actually kind of cute, jawline intensifies. I mean, at least it's served a purpose. You got to keep that bloodline pure. Got to keep the monarchy strong. I would be the one out here defending incest. Hades portrayed in the media. No mercy. Fire. Am evil. Actual Hades. Man, I miss my wife. Kind of boring down here. Welcome to the underworld. Yeah, you can go ahead and get out. I don't know nothing about no mythology, so I'm out here learning with everyone else. I just know the Roman version of it all is like a crappy knockoff. You won't hit me. I've got witnesses, says Norway to a no-no Germany. Oh no. Turn around, Sweden. Wait. Norway's like, Sweden? Legit, during the 40s, they were like, I don't know that guy. Germany want to use our railroads? Yeah, you can borrow our railroads. Let's go. How does Norway not hold a grudge? Like, I've never heard of any sort of grudge between the two. You would think they kind of would, though. Angels be like, be not afraid, puny human. Like, the original description of an angel would be, I think, great for a horror movie. How have they not done that? Stalin giving Zhukov the title of hero of the Soviet Union for his successful campaign against Japan. Zhukov thinking he was gonna get arrested and oofed in the first place. Oh, this is a nice surprise, huh? There really is no in-between for those Soviet generals. Either something good is gonna happen to you or something bad's gonna happen to you. Former British colonies around a cake that says, frick the English. Except Canada, though, they're not involved in this. Canada still loves their daddy. These others, though, yeah, not so much. East Germans, West Germans, the Berlin Wall. And it wasn't the Berlin Wall built just as quickly as, like, this canal crisis happened. I mean, not exactly, but they built that thing in 2 weeks. Alexander the Great, when it comes to battle tactics, big brain mode. Alexander the Great, when it comes to naming cities, I don't know, just call it my name again. But sir, you've done that 17 times already. Man, I'm not good with names, all right? That's why you have to have a creative person in the military just to name the cities after you conquer them. Frick it, we've got Otto von Bismarck. What a absolutely cursed crossover. I never want to see this again. Britain using tanks to take 6 miles of ground in 3 months during World War I. The Germans using tanks to take Paris in 6 weeks during World War II. Hey, Britain walked so Germans could run, or drive tanks fast. Sell Alaska for 2 cents an acre, or take advantage of boundless natural resources. Get ready, everyone. He's about to do something stupid. I mean, to be fair, wasn't Russia dealing with a lot? I mean, they're always kind of dealing with a lot, but yeah, they probably shouldn't have done this either way. Schools learning about ancient Mesopotamia. Something looks wrong with Mickey. Schools learning about ancient Egypt. It's a little better. Schools learning about ancient Greece. I remember learning about all these things, but a lot of the emphasis was on the 2 at the bottom. Oh, and I don't even remember learning about the Sumer civilization. Medieval sources be like, how many men fought in the great battle over yonder? I don't know, like 30? No, it has to sound more impressive than that. Fine, 700,000 then. Feels like we kind of did this a lot of the time. Gotta make everything sound more epic. It makes the story more spicy. Switzerland making chocolate while the whole Europe around them was invaded. I was a businessman doing business. Ah, yes, that business of only chocolate. There was only chocolate going on inside of Switzerland. Definitely not any gold. Really sick of people giving Australia crap for this. What did you expect? It's real easy to laugh the land down under, but you don't realize gravity works different. And it's not like they could shoot upwards and that would just go into the dirt. Give them a little bit of credit, guys. Come on, let's lay off them for a second. People don't speak Greek. The Greeks, wouldn't that make you barbarian? Pretty sure this has been the phrase for many places. You don't look like me? Wouldn't that make you a barbarian? Simp, long bowman archer, doesn't have any other skill, costly to maintain, needed to be trained since childhood, versus Chad, crossbowman. Was a farmer before this, needed only a week of training. Big ass shield to protect himself and his fellows. I mean, we could pretty much make this same diagram for every technological advancement ever. I need to make this Simp Catapult versus Chad Trebuchet. As always, big thanks to the patrons. I'm about a nut. Zeffi, Thiccboi 3000, the Glen Council, BallinLikeStalin, Stormtrooper 501, Scotty from Marketing, Patrick C, Palantino 1013, Manny 74, Mac, M203 BrushEm, LuxembourgLover, FusionWolf, EpiNick, Elijah Senpai, Dalton D, AryanAfterHours, Anikyte, and Aaron F.